Sawyers on your reputation. Don't disappoint again.
Yes, Father.
Come on, Clyde. We need to go.
On cold November morning, there stood the milk inn, vacant rooms for several months. One worker and his boss, until...
God, it's cold out there. Be get inside, I can see icicles on you.
I'm going. Give me a minute.
What would the ladies be saying here?
Why else would we be here, bags in hand? God, this place is dusty.
It's not that bad. I think it's quite cozy.
Bellboy, have this place cleaned. Friends want me to running here, B?
Yes. Yes, my father came here when he was younger. Said he met my mom here.
Just because he met your mom here 20 years ago doesn't mean anything.
Well, if it isn't my honeybee. And what? I didn't think you'd show up. And Miss Maggie get married? Of course not. Your cousin Mackenzie will be here soon. All the way from boarding school. You heard me, Harriet. I see you're doing well.
That's for sure. I thought you'd be getting work for me, huh?
Well,
Will all three of you ladies be saying here?
Haven't I already told you?
Sarah! Where have you been? It's been almost a year and you never kept in touch. My parents have been keeping me hostage, but I managed to keep away safely for a wedding.
You all keep saying wedding.
Quiet, Bellboy.
So exciting, isn't it?
Wanda, you seem to be doing well. B, your parents couldn't come?
They had work things. Yeah, my father.
Man marries her off and can't even show up. The nerve. Are you going to be sharing rooms?
Of course.
You can be in mine. I'm getting her and the mystery man their own room.
What's that gonna do?
You'll see.
How many floors does this place have?
6 floors.
I'll take a room on the first. I'm not able to climb any stairs. I don't care about the floor. I just want a room with a balcony. See the view.
Give me and her a room on the second floor. I'm not trying to climb that much.
I can't believe my father marries me off and says, son, don't come home until you're happily married. To who? Some woman?
Yeah, hey, you still act like we're in grade school.
You're not helping.
I assume you gentlemen are here for a London.
Yes, we are.
Basically my prison sentence. I can't believe it's not even Clara.
Will you get over her already? You left her back at home.
It's easy for you to say.
Whoa. Clydesdale. Who's this bodacious babe? So, I'll take a walk sometime. Before I continue, you're not his brat by chance, are you?
Thankfully not.
Are you a friend of hers?
I am.
Is she here?
She is.
Louis, you said we were early.
Not your ideal way to be hitched.
Of course not. My father marries me off while I was back home with the love of my life to some mystery woman at a hotel in the middle of nowhere.
Makes you feel any better. She's a very sweet girl.
It doesn't.
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but I can give you your room key and you can go sulk in there.
Glad.
What am I gonna do with him? So. About that walk.
You, bellboy, I need a new room. It seems there's luggage in mine already.
Right, may have planned it that way, sir. Said you and Miss should get to know each other before the wedding.
That's insane. Give me a new room. I don't even know her name, let alone want to sleep next to her.
Hello, Clyde.
Clara, you're here. I thought my father said
That I was gone?
Please, you think I'm gonna let you get married?
How did you know? Who told you?
Word gets around, Clyde. You think your father isn't telling the whole town about your little setup? Speaking of that, where is this girl? I want to see my replacement.
I can't replace you, and you know that. Bellboy, get her a room.
Right away, sir.
So tell me, have you met her? Is she beautiful?
Not as beautiful as you.
That's enough, Clyde. You're engaged, and I want to meet her.
Sorry to interrupt, but I can show you to your room now, miss.
Gladly.
See him. My brother told my family so much about you. Are you excited to meet my niece?
Don't have much of a choice, do I?
Don't be like that. My niece is a lovely young lady.
I'm sure she is, ma'am, but I don't even want this wedding. I don't even know the girl.
Well, I'll tell you that she is so excited to meet you.
I see. Ma'am, when it was your wedding, did you ever feel like you weren't doing the right thing?
my wedding. Dear. Me and my husband fell out. We have a lovely daughter, but she has her father's attitude. When I got married, I wanted it to be the happiest day of my life, but unfortunately now it belongs to when I signed the divorce papers. The only advice I can give you is to show her that you love her.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it, dear.
I never got your name.
It's Wanda.
Can you tell me hers?
That's a question for her, not me.
I think he looks rather neat.
I want to find out Greta's hair.
Do you think they're a good match?
Please, we would take him if he could breathe.
Harriet, if you're staying in here, then whose luggage is in my room?
I wonder.
You said something now?
You're gonna be staying with
Mystery man.
You guys, I don't even know the man, let alone like sleep next to him.
Going to the rest of your life.
Alright, as well get used to it.
You saw him downstairs.
Saw him? Have you guys seen the young man already? What a catch. You've seen him too, Aunt Wanda?
You'll see him later.
We can have the workers make a meal for us. That way we'd be able to meet everyone and see how you two get along.
No, it seems rather soon.
Would you rather meet him at the altar?
Of course not.
Do you guys have a wine cabinet here?
You seem to any other workers here? Seems to only the bellboy downstairs.
I haven't even met the owner. My father knew him when he was younger.
Should be down during dinner. I think he'd notice the wedding.
If you guys are gonna request a meal, I suggest a nice soup.
Soup?
Yeah, that means we get to see if the young man is a spoon person or if he drinks from the bowl. He seems like a spoon kind of person.
How do you know?
What if he uses a straw?
He would not use a straw.
You never know. My husband used his hands.
Mrs. Ham.
You know, I really hope he uses a spoon.
So you're telling me you have no cook, no housekeeping, and no entertainment?
Ma'am, with all due respect, we haven't had guests here in months, let alone a wedding.
Well, you could.
Hardly.
So you've been here for months doing nothing?
Well, it was slow business. We had to let all the workers go. Couldn't pay them.
Well, I hope you make the wedding good, but besides soup, you're on your own. We're gonna have to do a lot more work for this wedding than I thought, Beatrice.
Look, as long as it works out in the end, I'm okay with it.
So you're the girl.
Excuse me?
I've heard so much about you. So you're the one who's marrying Clyde.
His name is Clyde?
Did you not know?
I've known very little about him up until now. Are you related to him?
Clyde, me and him were close friends. I'm Clara.
My name is Beatrice. The two over there showing the bellboy recipes are my bridesmaids, Harriet and Sarah.
Pleasure to meet you.
Well, so there's a difference between powdered sugar and regular sugar?
Breaks the whole thing.
You'd think they'd have a good tailor around here.
Hello, Louis.
Clara? Clara, what are you doing here?
I'll take that off your hands.
I thought I told you Clyde was engaged. You can stop toying with him
What are
now.
you talking about? Me and Clyde are nothing but old friends.
How did you get here? Who told you where this was?
Like I told Clyde, it's a very small town.
So you're telling me the minute he's off the market, you miss him?
How could I miss him? He never left me alone.
Okay, I'm sorry. I feel like I should go.
Oh no, stay and watch the show.
I'll see you both at dinner.
Now look what you've done.
What I've done, you're gonna ruin this entire wedding.
Okay, I've been all over this hotel and I still can't find this girl.
You just missed her.
I see you two have found each other.
Clyde, tell me what she's doing here.
Look, she is here to be nothing but a guest, I promise.
The last time she was only a guest was at my 16th birthday and she blew out my candle.
Look, nothing is going to happen. Unfortunately, I'm still engaged to this mystery woman.
Her name is Beatrice.
Either way, nothing will happen between us.
Clyde, you have a chance to be happy with a good person for once. If you ruin that chance,
Louis, do you want me to be happy?
of course.
Then leave it.
I'll see you at dinner.
Dinner? Bridesmaids planned it. They want to meet you and have you meet your bride-to-be.
Will you be joining us?
Of course. I want to see how this works out. See if she's fit to be my replacement.
She's not your replacement. marrying her, Clyde, after 4 days. What's that supposed to change? Nothing. See you later, Clyde. Not a word to the others.
Not one, sir.
That part always makes me so mad. Especially how Victor just stays silent!
What is the meaning of all this noise? I've been hearing footsteps all day.
There's a group of people here, sir. Say they're here for a wedding.
A group of people?
Yes. Sadly.
I have only one of those since.
Since Mr. Patzer, yes. I know. I checked the logbooks. Funnily enough, it's his own daughter staying here.
What comes here?
The wedding party will be down shortly. They want me to make a soup of some kind.
Just be sure not to get me sick. I don't need vomit seeping through the carpet scan.
Alright, let's see the damage.
I've done that, man.
You must be Mr. Pastor's daughter.
Hey, one and only.
Your father was the first wedding I ever held. I'm Milton. Milton Burns. I don't know.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Burns. My father's been planning this wedding for a few months now. He said he always wanted it here. So he met my mom here and they got married that same weekend.
Oh, wonderful couple, yes.
Bea, do you want bread with this soup?
If we can, yes.
I'll go out to the shop.
Be sure to get a nice French bread.
I will. 1 and 2, 2. Mr. Burns, will you and the bellboy over there be joining us?
Me and Victor, out to see. Victor might, but I have so much work to do about now.
Do you keep the dishes here?
Bottom cabinets.
Evening, everyone. You must be Mr. Burns, my father's Mr. Sawyer.
Yes, your father's similar. You realize how soon the date was.
They don't just go smoothly.
But I have to see about that.
Good meeting you, Mr. Burns.
Soup looks good. Need something on the side.
Sarah just went out to get some bread. She should be back soon.
I never did catch your name.
Do you need it?
I might.
Harriet.
And your last name?
You must know. It's Gray.
Harriet Gray. That might be a name to remember.
Don't get your hopes up. Can you grab that?
Just saying.
Let me set this on your table.
These magazines seem like they haven't been updated in years.
At least it still has a nice Birkin catalog.
I'm sorry, miss, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, my name is Beatrice.
Beatrice?
Yes, call me B if you prefer that.
You're a mystery girl.
The wedding, yes, I still haven't find whoever it was my father chose.
Well, you're looking right at him.
You're my future husband.
Fortunately, yes.
I'm that, and I have a nice champagne, too.
You two get your boats ready. I'll cut the bread.
Lovely to meet you.
You do.
I'll get some glasses for this. Finally met her car still?
Yes, I have, Louis.
Finally.
Is the meal ready? That's what we do last minute. It looks rather nice.
Louis, this looks quite messy.
Sarah, can you,
The bread's gonna soak up half of this anyway.
Sarah, can you get me that bowl?
Is this wine?
Thankfully not. Thankfully. I need a bottle. Can't have a wedding without wine.
All this talk about marriage. Can you imagine it?
Me? Married? I'm not making sure I know the guy first.
You don't want the thrill?
The thrill? Please! I didn't come over to Bea's house until I was here for a full year.
You seem fun.
I'm delightful.
Yeah, so my brother asked you to marry him.
You guys live in the same house.
Really?
One, he did it in front of our high school gym. Two, he was 15.
Some proposal.
Yours better be great.
Can't spoil it.
You have something planned?
No.
I'm not late, am I?
Ugh.
Just fashionably.
Good, I need to sit down. Oh, boy, take my phone.
Here you go. And take yours as well, sir.
Please do.
Mr. Father thinks someone so presentable.
Love the hair.
Thanks.
Think she met me, Louis. Thank you. It's the one thing I got from my mother.
Oh, my father said you yours when they were younger.
Apparently from an old business, it seems they gambled their kids.
Oh, are you the only worker here?
Yes, I don't have the heart to leave this place or the worker to his own solitude.
It's rather lonely.
Yeah, that's fine. I know everything that goes on here.
I couldn't believe the amount of work I have. Seems like you got to clean it.
Wow, hello.
Seems like a good place to pause. Let me introduce everyone. Beatrice Patzer, the bride-to-be. Clyde Sawyer, future husband. Louis Baker, the one and only groomsman. Harriet Gray, maid of honor. Sarah Edwards, Freeman, Beatrice's aunt, Milton Burns, the owner of the Milt Inn, and finally Victor Collins, the one and only worker here in this hotel. You know, every time that I do this reading, I feel like he can hear me.
I can.
Mackenzie, what a surprise.
Milton, this is my daughter Mackenzie.
I'll take this for you.
Mom, why is Beatrice having a wedding before me?
You tell me that. I can't make your decisions. My brother might have made hers, but I won't make yours.
And then I said no, like a liar.
God, no. He's the one in the green. Quite a distinguished man, isn't he?
Mom, are you kidding me?
Mackenzie, is something wrong?
Not at all, Beatrice. Not at all.
Will you be joining us?
I won't. I'll be heading to my room. You bring my bag.
Right away, ma'am.
Who was that?
It's my cousin.
Your new nightmare.
She stole my favorite sweater and made a dog bed out of it.
Push me off my bicycle.
Seems like a delight.
Well, I would like to thank everyone for being here for this wedding. I may have just met her, but I feel like we can really make this happen.
And I hope to get to know some of you better.
Let's see.
Cheers! So, boy, you help clean up.
It would be appreciated.
You're trying to make me right.
I haven't even seen it yet.
I think you'll make him really happy.
I sure hope I do.
Beatrice not here?
So she's with her bridesmaids. She's catching up.
Seems like you two are getting along.
Hope I am. Father wore it once, never wore it again.
You have your mother's ring. You have your mother's ring, right?
Yep, got it right here.
I can't believe you're finally settling down.
Finally. I've only been with one girl.
More like chase one girl.
I never got what you had against me and Clara. We were a serious matter.
You and Clara were a ridiculous matter. The amount of days I saw your heart get broken, more and more, and you still walk across town every day to go see her.
Look, my father said she was done with. I have a bride now, and we're getting married. That is it.
Will you love her?
What?
Will you look at her the same way you look at Clara?
Louis, you're being ridiculous.
I'm just saying, Clyde, you may have a bride now, but that won't change a thing. Just a few hours ago, you were dreading this whole thing, and now you're all happy-go-lucky.
You don't know how I feel.
But I've known you long enough to tell when you're torn between two things.
What are those things?
You know what they are. Don't hold on to the wrong one.
Good night, Louis.
See you tomorrow.
Mr. Sawyer.
Not now.
Mr. Sawyer.
God, come in!
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but it seems now the guests have arrived. They're down with the other party members.
A guest?
Yes, said she knows you somehow. I don't know.
Well, Victor, wait a minute. I never got your name.
It is Victor, you are correct.
Victor, I'll be downstairs in a minute. Can you please clean up
Yes,
before I come down?
yes. Don't wait up for me. I'll be down there in a second.
Thank you.
Whatever are you doing, Victor?
Making a living, Shirley. Making a living.
You know you're gonna get caught one of these days, right?
Maybe one day. Not today.
This was always one of my favorite chapters. I love how quickly everything tenses up when Clara shows up.
And then Dad said, you can't wear that. What would the investors think?
Clyde, you didn't mention Marilyn would be here.
Seemed like news to the both of us.
Clyde.
Marilyn,
How are you, baby brother?
doing just fine. I see Father told you about the situation.
Of course. I wouldn't miss you getting married. And someone I can get along with so well. Clyde, you didn't mention you had a sister.
Movie star wanted that.
Come take a seat, Clydesdale. Enjoy the meal.
Have you tried any dress yet?
Not yet.
Good morning, everyone. Marilyn, how lovely it is for you to join us.
Clyde, what is she doing here?
You and Louis had the same reaction. Like I said, she's here to be nothing but a guest, I promise.
Better not ruin this, Clyde.
That's exactly what I told him.
We should go. I want to see what this girl looks like in her dress.
woman was the love of my life for a good amount of time.
Love of your life? Clyde, she did nothing but toy with you for years.
She did nothing but support me.
Support you?
She did nothing but lead you on time and time again. You thought you were in some relationship with her.
You sound like my father now.
At least Dad knew what to do with you.
Father gave me a bride and a wedding I didn't want.
What is your problem, man? One second you're saying, I think we can make this work. The next you're saying you don't want her.
You're so indecisive, just like when you were a kid.
Indecisive with what exactly? You both say I can't choose, and I still don't know who I'm choosing.
You're still in love with her, Clyde.
What's the matter with that?
What's the matter with that? Clyde, you have a bride.
I have 4 days until I'm married to that bride. It seems like I have time.
You act like some sort of bachelor now.
You two have spent my entire life thinking you know what I want. Have you ever asked me what I want? Because the last time I've ever expressed what I wanted, I'm sent in a car with a groomsman who was in on it to a girl I've never met before to be my bride. Do you know who you want? I don't know.
You're a Sawyer, Clyde. Whatever decision you make, think how Dad would react.
Seems like my entire life has been father's choice.
What are we gonna do with him?
I don't know anymore, Marilyn.
See you later.
But you still knit. Of course. Gotta take my time with something. I know. It's just a little excessive. Morning, Wanda. Finally up already? Yes. Where's Beatrice? I need to warn her Mackenzie will be here soon.
What?
Mackenzie is Beatrice's cousin, correct?
Correct.
So her cousin, who's in boarding school, if I remember right, comes to her wedding, but not her parents?
Her father runs a rather busy business. From what I've been hearing, at least Beatrice had a choice as to whether or not she wanted this wedding.
Okay, I'm ready. Close your eyes.
This is exciting. I don't know the next time I'll see a dress reveal. Not with your daughter?
She'll be seeing one of those for a while, trust me.
So, what do you guys think? It looks great.
I love the ruffles.
You look just like your mother. You look amazing.
You really think so?
I think you're going to make him really happy.
Thank you, Clara. Do you think I could come by your room later? I'd like to know more about Clyde.
Of course, come back for dinner.
Beatrice, would you prefer a nice silk as a veil or a lace?
A nice
Lace!
You seem rather mysterious.
Well, silk would look like she has a tablecloth on her head.
Are you going to be wearing flats or heels?
Well, I'd like to wear heels, but
I'm afraid I'd fall the moment I stood up.
maybe flats would be better.
I said that.
Mr. Burns, I mean not to point hands, but my wedding ring seems to have gone missing.
Are you sure?
I turned my entire room looking upside down for it. Yes, I'm sure.
Sir, I'm sure it's sentimental.
Mr. Burns, that ring has been with the Sawyers for generations. Louis, did you find it?
No. Mr. Burns, you need new floorboards, by the way. We can adjust that later.
And what, steal my suit next?
Okay, what are you implying?
Clyde, are you sure you don't leave it anywhere else in this hotel?
Louis, do you really think I would keep my mother's wedding ring in my pocket? You saw me put it in the same place I put it when I tried on my suit.
Swear, don't take this and go get another ring. And perhaps a ring.
This isn't going to fix anything.
We'll be back later, Mr. Burns. But seriously, find that ring or we're gonna have to do this all day.
You and I both know who took it, Mr. Burns!
Don't you worry, Mrs. Sawyer!
Will you stop with this robbing already? I told you that you crossed the line last time.
Come on, they leave so many good finds. It's not my fault.
It's not fine. We have to go through their things.
At least keep the bracelet.
Turn it over. All of it. Now, go to the shocking girls before they be like, Clyde is missing.
Fine.
I always liked how Milton just knew Victor stole it. Didn't punish him either, just told him to hand him over. He should have at least kept one of them though. It really did flatter him.
I should be able to find a van in here. You said you wanted a coat too, correct? Are you sure I can borrow one? Absolutely.
You really have gotten close, haven't we?
Yes, of course. You're basically one of my bridesmaids now.
It's nice having a friend like you. I haven't had one in a while. Good one, at least.
What about Clyde?
Me and Clyde's relationship, it had its ups and downs.
I'm invested. You must tell me more.
Clyde was always a character. You know, one day this younger boy shows up on my doorstep with flowers, and the next thing you know, he refuses to leave my side. I didn't like him like that, though. Don't worry. I don't know. I enjoyed his company. There was always something about him. Maybe the fact that he never demanded anything. I ended things a few months back. Left town, basically disappeared. I never even said goodbye. That's one of the reasons I came back.
To say goodbye?
And hello. I've met so many more people with this wedding. So many more friends.
I'm very happy I met you. Sometimes it feels like Harriet is just my babysitter.
I can see that. Oh, what about this one? It has a nice fabric.
I think that would be lovely. I wonder what Harriet would think.
Why do you care what they think?
I've known them my entire life. I've always cared what they thought.
That doesn't mean they choose your life. Your father already did that.
I know. I'm excited about this, seeing how things went last night. When my father told me about this wedding, I was excited and scared. Scared he wouldn't fancy me. My parents, they always had the best relationship. I'd do anything to have one like that. But seeing how last night went, I think he likes me.
I think so too. Now, what about this one?
We still have to think about makeup.
Maybe a nice blush, a little bit of eyeshadow too.
My mom would have loved this.
I know your father couldn't have come, but how come your mother could?
She never leaves my father's side. I've rarely seen them not in the same room together.
Well, she would have cried watching you walk down that aisle, I'm sure.
Thank you, Clara. Growing up, though, it did feel like they were more in love with each other than they were with me.
It's quite the opposite with me. My parents seemed to hate every bit of each other, yet still somehow had me. Some days I feel like they regret that they did.
I think they do. You're amazing. Really amazing. I would have loved to have an older sister like you growing up.
It's a shame we didn't meet sooner. We grew up in neighboring towns.
It would have been nice. We could have hung out more often.
It would have been lovely, but I was different way back then. From what people tell me, at least, it seems like a lot of people didn't like me back at home. Lewis never liked me either. Always thought I was just trouble for Clyde.
You're always going to have one person that likes you.
Thank you, Beatrice.
Just grab the coat and close whatever you're done, okay?
You're going to make him really happy. Even more than I ever could.
I already have to make the wedding dinner. Now you're saying I have to make desserts too?
I already told you he's doing this sometime for a scarf on her.
Lovely. A scarf.
Now, were you thinking a lemon meringue or a nice cake?
A nice cake.
We have strawberries, too!
With a white buttercream.
We are baking, correct?
Correct?
Finally. I get to use this.
Now you're excited to come?
Extremely.
Have you guys seen my mom or Beatrice?
Not since the morning. No.
We were waiting for you, but you never showed up.
I
You
would
just tried on a dress.
I would have rather not gone. I just can't believe she got engaged before me. My mother said she can't make my decisions, but I just can't stand it. I've been better than Beatrice my entire life. Went 2 minutes before, walking before she did. Yes, I pushed her over before she could take her first step, but I ended up first. Always.
Mackenzie, I can see why you're mad, but Wanda can't change that. I've been seeing both sides of this wedding since the beginning, and it seems only one of the pair's happy about it.
They seemed happy at dinner.
If they don't work out, do you think Beatrice will mind if me and Clyde?
Mackenzie!
If Beatrice and Clyde don't work out.
They're gonna work out.
Back to what I was saying. Beatrice gets a husband just like that. And the rest of us?
Sure, it seems like an easy way out, but we met a lot more people with this wedding.
More like you make someone.
And what are you saying?
I'm saying that the best man seems to like you.
Like me? Please, Sarah.
He slicks his hair back every time he sees you.
Even if he did, I'm not gonna meet the guy I married like this. And for your well-being, he does not slick his hair back every time he sees me.
The cake is turning out lovely, Victor.
I made the cake.
Whoa.
I made the cake.
Hey,
Unbelievable. We lost the ring. My mother's ring. Wandered all over the strawberry singing town and not one shop sells rings. What even is this town? Is this entire place just a hotel in the middle of nowhere?
Harriet.
we should go. Mackenzie, join us?
Yeah, seems like a good idea.
Clyde, I'm sure Mr. Burns has found your ring by now.
Yeah, unless he's teaming up with that bellboy. Don't just stand there and take my coat.
Do you have to
away,
be so
sir.
rude?
Rude to the person that stole my
What's
ring.
going on? Oh, Mrs. Sawyer, see, return. Here, I promise you will bring back.
You found it? Where?
In floorboard?
Louis, you said you checked the floorboards before we left.
I did. I have this link. Just prove it.
Louis, go fix those floorboards.
Why should I?
Go fix the floor.
Fine. I'll see you tomorrow.
Terribly sorry for this, Mrs. Sawyer. We must more grab plans now.
Just leave me here for a bit, Milton. Bellboy, go take my coat to my room.
Victor, who started?
Right away, sir.
God, this wedding. I'm not even sure about it anymore. Clara, what's the matter?
Clyde, she's perfect, so perfect for you. She's kind, she's sweet, caring.
Who are you talking about?
Beatrice, Clyde, she's perfect. I've been talking with her. She's everything, Clyde. Everything you need, everything I couldn't be for you.
She's nothing compared to you.
Beatrice is everything I can't be.
That's nonsense.
You're going to love her.
But I love you.
Clyde, you have to stop.
Why should I? I was just thinking about this and I still love you.
You can't.
I won't. She won't be my second choice if I can't have you.
You're marrying her, Clyde.
Not if I marry you.
I won't do that to her. She's a lovely girl.
I would much rather marry you.
What would your father say? What would my father say?
That you're marrying the richest boy in town.
You think I don't want to?
I wanted to for the last 6 years.
And what about Beatrice?
What about Beatrice?
She's going to be in my room later.
Why is she going to be in your room?
We're going to talk. That's not what matters now. I can't take her husband.
I'm not her husband. Not yet, at least.
What would I tell her?
We don't have to.
And how would we do that?
Simply move her out of the picture.
How?
I marry you.
Clyde, I'll be going now. I'm going to miss you. And us. Bye, Clyde.
Not a word to the others.
Not one, sir.
Redeeming himself until that one scene. Like, come on, man! We were rooting for you.
Your room has a single bed? Yeah, but a couch, thankfully. You know, I feel like all the furniture's the same in this place. It is a hotel, Beatrice.
Anyways, what do you want to do? We can try on outfits, gossip, maybe.
Gossip, maybe. I do hear that Louis fancies Harriet.
Really?
The guy slicks his hair back every time he walks into the room.
You know, I haven't seen Clyde all day, have you?
I have not. Are you tired? I'm really tired. Come here, sit. I'll tell you a story from when I was
What
younger.
about gossip?
Come sit down.
Okay.
Once upon a time, a long time ago, before people existed, the sun and the moon met. Well, their uniforms did at least. Slowly, over time, they fell in love. But the sun was more in love than the moon. While the moon did somewhat fancy the sun, he couldn't comprehend the feelings she had for him. But the sun wanted to marry. Too soon, the moon said. But the sun was determined. The moon said no at every attempt, and the sun's heart broke more and more after each time. Eventually, the moon couldn't keep rejecting the sun, and he said to the sun that he was sorry. Sorry that she could not comprehend how much he wished he loved her. But you cannot force someone to love. The sun cried. The sun couldn't stand it. What a fool I am, she told herself. What a fool I am to fall in love. She sobbed. She couldn't bear it. The last part of her died that day. They say you can't die of a broken heart, but the sun's heart had shattered. The moon grieved. Yes, he couldn't love her, but he cared for her more than he thought he would. The moon's heart broke that day, not of love, but of self-hatred. Their souls returned to its original forms, and every few years they meet once again for the shortest amount of time. That's why we have solar eclipses. That's the story my mother told me, at least. It's a good idea, Tristan. I'm so selfish, aren't I?
This story, my God, it always makes me cry. She loved him so much, but yet he couldn't. And he never got the chance to change his mind. I'm sorry. Let's continue with the story.
Had a running coffee, please. I need to clear my head. A fruit cocktail too, if you will.
Cream and sugar?
Just cream, no sugar. Thank you, Victor. I feel like you're the only person in this hotel that genuinely listens to me.
It is my job, sir.
Oh, why, there you are. I haven't seen you lately. What's the matter?
Nothing, Beatrice.
Victor, could you make me yogurt parfait, please?
Right away, ma'am.
Make sure to add a lot of strawberries. They're my favorite.
A lovely fruit.
My mother, she makes them every Sunday after service, and they are elite talk in the neighborhood.
Here you go, ma'am.
Thank you, Victor. Do you like parfaits, Clyde?
They're okay. I'm more of a sweet enthusiast. I prefer fruit.
Do you play music?
Viola at most.
What about you, Victor?
I did back in my school days. Just a moment.
Will you stop?
What's wrong?
What's wrong is that I came down here to enjoy my breakfast alone, and here I am being bothered by you two.
It's not like I'm going to wait for breakfast in the future. You are my husband, after all.
I am not your husband until tomorrow. I never even wanted to marry you in the first place.